In the news tonight, Foreign Minister Ismael discusses with his Austrian counterpart cooperation and regional developments. The Public Security Directorate has confirmed 7 deaths in Al-Zarqa linked to methanol-laced drinks that came from a licensed beverage factory, with investigations still going. And Jordan continues to support the Palestinian Brothers as second Gaza bakery opens and Nablus Field Hospital begins operations. Good evening. Foreign Minister Ismael met with Austrian Federal Minister for European and International Affairs Beate Meinl-Reisinger in Amman. During the meeting, the two ministers discussed ways to enhance cooperation between Jordan and Austria, reaffirming their shared commitment to deepening friendly relations through practical steps across key sectors including trade, tourism, investment, and education. Regional developments they also reviewed regional developments focusing on efforts to secure a complete ceasefire in Gaza and ensure the delivery of humanitarian aid. Ismael stressed the urgent need to end the Israeli war on Gaza, calling it an unprecedented humanitarian catastrophe. He also underscored the importance of stopping illegal Israeli actions in the West Bank, warning that they undermine the two-state solution. On Syria, Safadi emphasized the importance of supporting the Syrian government in its reconstruction efforts following years of conflict and suffering. The two sides agreed to continue strengthening bilateral relations and to coordinate further through the European Union. The House of Representatives approved a 100,000 JD grant for Jordan's national football team after qualifying for the World Cup. During a meeting with the Executive Office, Lower House Speaker Ahmad Safadi said the gesture reflected the country's pride in the team's qualification for the World Cup and its commitment to supporting national athletes. The Public Security Directorate confirms multiple deaths in Al-Zarqa linked to methanol-laced drinks that came from a licensed beverage factory. PSD spokesperson Major General Ubaydullah Ma'aita explained that investigators acted quickly after receiving reports of the poisonings. The spokesperson further said that they collected samples from liquor stores across the city and confirmed the presence of methanol in several products. Tests showed that the contaminated drinks were produced at the same factory, but sold under different brand names. A follow-up inspection at the factory revealed methanol traces inside one of the production tanks. The authorities arrested those responsible for its operation, launched legal action against them, and shut down the responsible factory, in coordination with the Food and Drug Administration. Teams also began collecting all batches of the tainted products, whether sold directly or through distributors. The number of deaths linked to the case has now risen to 7, with one person in critical condition. The General Customs Department has begun enforcing new vehicle tax rates today after the Cabinet approved the 2025 tax amendments yesterday. The new system reduced general and special taxes on gasoline vehicles from 71% to 51% and on hybrid vehicles from 60% to 39%. It also fixed the special tax on electric vehicles at 27% across all models, scrapping the previous tiered plan that aimed to increase it up to 55%. Custom duties on scooters and motorcycles dropped from 45% to 33%, aiming to encourage cleaner transport and reduce emissions. Customs Director General Major General Ahmed Al-Akalik said the new vehicle tax system replaced overlapping general and special taxes with unified rates based on customs value. He explained that the old system caused confusion among importers due to multiple tax tiers and inconsistent calculations. Over to Gaza, where the Jordanian campaign, in partnership with the Jordan Hashemite Charity Organization, began test operations of a new bakery in northern Gaza, aiming to serve large numbers of families in the area. The campaign reported that it is working to overcome logistical obstacles in order to operate the bakery on a near-daily basis and reach as many people as possible. This is the second bakery established by the Jordanian campaign inside Gaza. The first began operating earlier in Khan Yunis in the south. The initiative comes at a time when residents across Gaza are facing a severe shortage of flour and bread due to limited humanitarian aid access, a lack of essential supplies, and soaring prices. Organizers said that providing fresh bread remains a top daily priority as part of Jordan's ongoing humanitarian relief efforts in the Strip. Medical teams at the Jordanian field hospital Nablus 7 have started receiving patients and providing treatment to help relieve the suffering of Palestinians in the West Bank. The hospital's commanding officer said staff began admitting cases as part of their humanitarian and medical mission. On its first day, the hospital received 670 patients, which included minor surgical cases, chronic conditions, emergency internal medicine cases, and lab testing, all treated through fully equipped specialist clinics. Residents expressed their deep gratitude to the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan and His Majesty King Abdullah for their continued support, affirming that these efforts reflect the strong bonds between the Jordanians and the Palestinians. Israeli strikes on Gaza have killed 88 Palestinians and injured 365 others in the past 24 hours. The Gaza Health Ministry said that many people remain trapped under the rubble or in areas inaccessible to rescue teams. 5 people, including a child, were killed in Khan Yunis, and 2 more children died in a separate strike in Gaza's Al Zaytun district. Israeli forces also struck a house in Al Maghazi refugee camp, injuring several residents. French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot said his country remains determined to recognize the state of Palestine as part of a joint international effort. During an interview, Barrot condemned the deaths of Gazans waiting for food aid and described the situation as an affront to human dignity. He criticized the continued Israeli assaults and affirmed that France and Europe stood ready to ensure the safe delivery of humanitarian aid in Gaza. Barrot also highlighted the recognitions during May by Norway, Ireland and Spain, and noted that 149 UN member states now recognize Palestine. That was the news. Thank you for watching. Good night.